I do be having them thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together. Like, not retire, but take a break. It's not even though it's a waste. Till y'all prove yourself to, you feel me? That's what, to me. It's like, I don't know. I would say I love the game, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been feeling like I've been on my...
After his fight with Lamont Roach, Gervonta Tank Davis revealed that his retirement may be approaching. He emphasized the importance of staying grounded and delivering great performances, but admitted that he wants to focus on himself and take a break without retiring immediately. Davis made it clear that stepping away from boxing is something he is seriously considering.
Feel about you, where you are at right now in your career, pound for pound?
I mean, I can't really say. I just gotta, you know, I'm the type of guy that, you know, I really don't really like pay attention to that because I'm still in the mix. So I just gotta keep my head grounded, you know, stay grounded and just, my whole goal was always to go out there and put on a great performance like every night, you know. So I can't really say right now because I'm still in the mix. I said, like I said, but hopefully when it's all said and done, I'll be one of them top great fighters. For sure.
How soon is it going to be before you're done? Because on several occasions, it's almost like you're alluding to, you only have but so many fights left. You're looking to walk away from the game. How close are you to that, being undefeated and unblemished with some big fights out there for you to get?
It's close for sure. It just I don't know. It's a little draining. I just want to step back for a little bit and just focus on me personally. You know, I feel like I've been doing this for some time now, and I just want to give myself a break and focus on just me as a human being, me as a father, me as a son, and things like that, and that nature.
Tank Davis has clarified his position on retirement, stressing that he still loves boxing. He explained that he is not officially retiring, but simply looking to take a break. This comes after a period of intense competition and relentless training camps. Davis acknowledges the physical and mental toll boxing takes on a fighter and believes that taking a break will help him recharge. While some speculate that he's losing interest in the sport, Tank insists that his passion remains strong. He just wants time to refocus before deciding on his next move.
The game,
yeah, like
Jay-Z say can't leave rap alone. The game needs me, and, you know.
That is a good way, but I mean,
I see you retiring. I see you retiring, but I got you coming back though, because you know what I mean. Like the game too big, and you know what I mean.
Too, because it is like I don't know. I would say I love the game and shit like that, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been feeling like I've been on my shit lately, you know what I mean, these last couple weeks, you know what I mean, and training camp, and just actually been in a good space, you know what I mean, so I wouldn't say I will retire for a long time, but take a little break, you know what I mean. I want to go back to school and things like that, just build myself up. Business man.
Any sponsorships you looking to get?
Need a mattress.
Yeah, man. I definitely.
After his fight with Lamont Roach, Davis finds himself with several potential opponents. But the fight fans seem most eager to see is against Shocker Stevenson, boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. Weighed in on the situation, reminding everyone that Shocker should recognize that Tank is a different kind of fighter. Jones emphasized that while Stevenson is skilled and technical, Davis brings a unique power and explosiveness that sets him apart. Many believe a matchup between the two would be one of the most anticipated fights in recent years, but whether it will happen is still uncertain.
Out there for him, but the big one they keep on talking about is against Shakur Stevenson, maybe and possibly Devin Haney. How would you think those two fights will go for Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis, and Gervonta Davis or Shakur Stevenson?
The only fight I want to see right now would be Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson.
Why is that?
Because Shakur's still on the winning road, on the winning streak, and so is Gervonta. We don't want to see you fight a guy who lost already. Well, I mean, not that he lost, but we don't want to see you fight a guy we saw suffer whatever he suffered. We want to see you fight a guy that we know is at a peak. Devin Haney is now trying to refine himself. I don't want to see that fight. I want to see somebody that know where they at. Shakur know where he at. Once Devin finds himself, then we'll see that fight too. But right now, Shakur know where he at. Devin ain't sure right now.
people keep on saying that Shakur, you know, his IQ in boxing, he's very tactical. His background could give problems to Tank Davis. Do you think that would be the key factor for Shakur Stevenson to beat Gervonta Davis?
Shakur Stevenson gonna be a problem for anybody because of that back foot game. He has an awesome back foot game. And when you got a good back foot game like that, and you understand boxing like he understands it, he gonna make it rough for anybody. But you know, Tank is a different animal too. So it's a great fight. That's why everybody want to see it. We can't just look at it and say, "Oh, he gonna win." Oh, he gonna win. No, we already know that Shakur gonna stay back. Tank will have to gamble some to get what he wants, and that's gonna make it big.
Think Gervonta Davis can knock him out? So Shakur Stevenson?
Maybe.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has dismissed the notion that Davis is seriously considering retirement. He believes Tank is too big of a star to walk away now, especially without fighting Shocker Stevenson. According to Hearn, a fight between Davis and Stevenson is one of the biggest bouts in boxing today. He argues that Tank's career would feel incomplete if he retires without facing one of the best in his division. Hearn remains convinced that Davis's so-called retirement talk is just a temporary phase, and the biggest fights are still ahead of him.
And then you hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. You know, I mean, like sometimes the hunt
fed up with, yeah,
maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda, Tank. That's the plan for 2025. And if we were to do that, I think Shakur against Tank is one of the best fights in boxing. Two unbelievable fighters.
Shocker Stevenson responded to Davis's retirement comments, saying he understands why Tank might want to step away. Stevenson echoed the sentiment that many fighters have expressed recently. Boxing has changed. He voiced frustration with the sport, saying that it used to be fun but has now become overly political. Stevenson feels that business interests and promotional conflicts often prevent the best fights from happening, making it difficult for fighters like himself and Davis to truly enjoy the sport. His comments suggest that he sympathizes with Tank's mindset, even if he still wants to face him in the ring.
More fights he's going to retire. Do you understand where Tank's coming from with his comments on that? Because you're someone that lives kind of the same lifestyle as Tank, you're under the same pressure. Do you see why he would maybe want to retire?
Oh yeah, I get it. I understand it. It's a lame ass game, dog. Like I think boxing has turned very lame. So it's a lot of politics. It ain't about what you know. It ain't about how good you is as a boxer. Sometimes it's like who you know. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand. That's on him.
Can you kind of go into more detail on that? Why do you feel like you feel a bit disillusioned with boxing at the moment?
I just feel like it ain't the same. Like back in the day, it was kind of like more fun just because, you know, it was more. It was more competitive. It was more competitive. A lot of people. Now it's like a lot of lame shit. There's a lot of clout. Like how you just said. What's the guy name?
Tito Mercado.
He make niggas like him make the shit lame because it's like, bro, you talking about fighting me, but you at 140, bro. You just calling my name out there. Get views. If a contract come across your desk, will you even fight me, bro? You never know what these dudes. So, I just think it's a lame game.
Has that changed your mindset? Because obviously you came up as an esteemed amateur. You probably want to unify divisions, become undisputed. Has that kind of changed your mindset a bit and flipped the coin to just say this is all about business now?
Yes.
Keeson Davis has entered the conversation, claiming he is Davis's most worthy opponent. He made it clear that he doesn't chase fights just to add names to his resume. Instead, he claims he takes on the best in the division, proving himself against the top fighters. Keeson's confidence in his abilities suggests that he sees himself as a serious threat to Tank and wants to be the next in line for a major bout.
Lamont Roach, he's a good opponent, but he's not great for a Tank. Simply off the fact that because he's at 130 and he's been at 130 his entire career. Gervonta, I feel like needs to fight a real 135 pounder, and I feel like the one that's making the most noise right now is Keyshawn, the businessman Davis.
So I'm not going to be like everyone else and ask you about your good friend Shakur fighting him,
right?
But he does want that fight too. He was on our show a couple weeks ago. He's talked about he wants. So how does that work between you two? You're both going for the same guy.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like honest with you. Like I'm not chasing Tank. I don't care about Tank. For real, I'm 13-0. Like in the world, a lot of the world know me. You know, and that ain't come from me fighting names. That came from me kicking ass and taking names and taking belts. So literally, only thing I had to do is keep doing what I'm doing. A Gervonta Tank, me not fighting him is not gonna stop me continuing to go to the top. Real talk. So I'm not chasing Tank. Let's put that out there. F Tank, for real. Tank know I want to fight him. His coach know I want to fight him. The boxing world know I want to fight him. The question is, do Tank have the balls to fight me? So next time one of y'all, somebody interviewing him, ask him that question. Do you have the balls to fight Keyshawn? Do you want to fight Keyshawn? Why don't you want to fight Keyshawn? Why do you want to fight Keyshawn? Ask him those questions. Don't ask me, because I will fight anybody, and it ain't about Tank.
Once again, Eddie Hearn has spoken about Tank's retirement talk, insisting that Davis still has too many opportunities left in boxing. According to Hearn, walking away now would be a mistake because there are still major fights that could define Tank's legacy. He believes that Davis should take advantage of his current position as one of the sport's top stars. Retiring too soon, Hearn argues, will leave too many what-ifs and unfinished business in the sport.
We see time to time. Stephen Espinoza alluded to on Tuesday that he tried to talk to get a fight with Shakur. Was there any talks with Shakur and Tank getting in there?
No, I didn't. I mean, look, we've just been working with him recently, so I don't know how far back any conversations go. But for us, you know, the plan was always for Shakur to fight in December and then Zepeda. Shakur got injured, couldn't fight in December. Now he moves forward. Zepeda got injured, so now we're going to fight Schofield. Then we'll fight Zepeda. And then hopefully we fight Tank. I mean, that's the fight. I think that's one of the biggest fights.
What's your thoughts on him talking about he's going to retire?
Everyone's entitled to do what makes them happy. Do you know what I mean? If the hunger goes, sometimes that's the right thing to do. But, you know, for me, Tank is an extraordinary talent. He's a massive star. There's still plenty of big fights for him. And, you know, Lamont Roach is a good fight. Like, I know that not a lot of people have heard of Lamont Roach, but he's a good fighter.
Lastly, for me, another fighter that you're promoting, world champion Jaron Ennis. I know it's been little bits of bats with Ortiz.
Tank Davis has made it clear that before stepping away from boxing, he wants to fight specific opponents. Among those on his wish list are Devin Haney, Shocker Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez. This suggests that despite the retirement talks, Davis still has major fights in mind. If these bouts happen, they could cement his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of this generation.
So realistically, how much longer do you see yourself being a fighter? How many more years you think?
It depends. I got some people I want to get.
Like who?
I don't want to say their names, but
just say yes or no. Haney?
Yes.
Lomachenko?
Yes.
Teofimo?
Yes. Not really so much to Teofimo.
Not so much.
Nah.
How come?
Because it's like, I don't know. Just he ain't really like. I mean, if the fight like prevents itself, then yeah. But other than that,
it's not on your list.
Yeah, it's not on my. He's not.
Kambosos? No. Is there anyone I'm missing, or is that it?
Yeah, but I don't want to say his name.
Shakur?
Yeah.
That's another one.
Tank Davis has made it clear that before stepping away from boxing, he wants to fight specific opponents. Among those on his wish list are Devin Haney, Shocker Stevenson, and Teofimo Lopez. This suggests that despite the retirement talks, Davis still has major fights in mind. If these bouts happen, they could cement his legacy as one of the greatest fighters of this generation.
Have you have you had any times like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having those thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, like not retire, but take a break, you know, but the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie. I already made a promise.
Davis reiterated that his talk of retirement isn't about quitting for good. He just wants to take a break. The pressure of being a top fighter, constantly training, and always being in the spotlight can be exhausting.
Your reaction to Tank retiring?
He's retiring?
That's what he said.
Nah, he's not retiring. It's a lot of big fights to be made out there, and Tank knows that. I don't think he's gonna retire, you know, with a lot of unfinished business.
What do you make of the Tank versus Roach fight? Do you think it's a fight that Tank should have at this point of his career?
No comment.
What do you make of a Tank?
Lamont Roach. I'm Lamont Roach. We've been cool since we was in the amateurs. So happy that he got the opportunity, and that's all I can say.
And what about Tank Shakur? If that fight happens in the future, who do you see winning?
It's a good fight for boxing. I think that we should all be fighting each other. That's what boxing is about. It's the best fighting the best.
Devin Haney doesn't believe Tank is truly retiring. He laughed at the idea, saying it's unlikely to happen. Haney also acknowledged that Tank's fight against Lamont Roach was a good opportunity for Roach. However, Haney seems to suggest that there are bigger fights ahead and that Davis isn't done yet.
3 people in the world that I think that could beat Tank. That would be Devin, that would be Shakur, and Tank Davis himself.
You got the last one right. That's the only person that can beat me. Gervonta Davis. That's the only person. Them niggas cannot touch me at all. They all been in the ring with me. They all been in the ring, and I cracked both of them. I
I feel you. I told you it's a 50-50 fight.
Ain't no 50-50 fight, nigga. How you gonna keep me off and you ain't got no power?
I was also told that Devin got the best of you in the last sparring session.
Well, you know I sparred them twice.
That's right. If Bill
took him out the ring, I almost knocked him out in Floyd Gym. Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that?
I don't know, but I ain't hear that.
Oh, okay. Tell to Devin and his dad to get out my dick. Tell him. Be prepared. Because after these first 2 niggas, oh man, I'm coming straight at niggas. I'm telling you.
Despite his talk of taking a break, Davis remains confident in his abilities. He has stated that he is ready to fight either Shocker Stevenson or Devin Haney. If the opportunity rises, this shows that while he may be considering stepping away, he still has the mindset of a competitor and is prepared to face the best.
Fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody. Like, talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
So what that got to do with you being, I guess, embarrassing? Like, because again, we seen you make posts on the story like the fight not happening. Like,
cause I don't never want to, like, me not doing my job like all the way, like me not training all the way, me not, you know. So that's what made me like. So I was supposed to been in camp, you know, and I wasn't in camp, so it was me like, all right,
okay.
Fuck it. Like it pissed me off so bad that I was like, all right, I don't even want to fight no more. Like,
I get what you're saying.
I just said, like, not even thinking, like me, like, you know, having that, I go straight to the point. Like I was mad as that I wasn't like where I was supposed to be at.
What motivates you to, like, I guess, get these fights? Because even on a press conference, I seen you was cool, and again, you gave dude mad respect, but his camp start yapping off at the mouth, and it's like you lost it.
Yeah.
Like, is that like an extra motivational factor?
Nah, it just me. Yeah. Cause I always want to prove that they're not who they say they is. That's my main, like, especially when you know, like, cause you can read it. Even the guys that they wanted me to fight, I could read through it.
Tank expressed frustration with modern boxing fans, saying that many don't truly understand the sport. He believes that fans today simply support whoever they like, rather than analyzing the skills and talent of the fighters. He feels proving himself to such an audience is pointless. Davis has also made it clear that his desire for retirement isn't just about boxing, it's about his mental well-being. He has mentioned wanting therapy and not wanting to think about fighting again, suggesting that his decision to step away is deeply personal and not just related to the sport.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
What are your thoughts on the things that Gervonta Tank Davis is saying right now? He wants to fight this fight and then he wants to disappear from boxing, from fame. He wants to do therapy and never have to think about fighting again.
When you're sitting there and every single day someone new is calling you out or they want you to fight this guy, it's probably tough. Like I said earlier, once you've made your money, it must be very hard to want to keep going. Once you're set for life, it's like you've put all this effort in your whole life of waking up every day, running, sparring, training. You got the money and now you have so much fame, it's hard to go out in public. You put all this work in, it's probably nice to finally enjoy